Build your dreams, live rich, and leave rich.
Welcome, everyone. Our mission here is simple: to help you live rich and leave rich. And today, we're tackling a huge topic. We're going to uncover the financial traps that stop most people, well, dead in their tracks. We've taken 30 common mistakes and boiled them down into 6 major traps that you absolutely have to know about. So, let me tell you about someone you might know. Let's call him Ankit. Now, Ankit's a young guy, great job in IT, makes good money, but he's always stressed. Why? Because by the 15th of the month, his salary has just vanished. Poof! It's all eaten up by EMIs for a car he barely drives and the latest phone that's going to be old news in a year. Sound familiar? He's stuck in this awful cycle of earning and spending. He looks rich, but he feels poor. And you know what? This isn't just Ankit's story. It's practically an epidemic.
And that really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. See, getting ahead financially, it's not just about how much money you make. It's actually more about the mistakes you don't make. It's like a strategy game. Avoiding the traps is way more important than just trying to run faster. It's those little, tiny mistakes, the ones that seem like no big deal, that are silently bleeding you dry.
All right, so to make this super clear, we've grouped all these mistakes into 6 big traps. We'll start with the mindset trap, then move to the blueprint trap, the shield trap, the leaks trap, the arena trap, and we'll finish up with the blind spot trap. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's start with trap number 1, the mindset trap. This is so fundamental, because long before you even touch a single rupee, the game is already being played, right here, inside your head. Your success or failure is being shaped by these invisible scripts, these beliefs you have about money.
So I have a question for you. What's more powerful? Is it the salary that hits your bank account every month? Or is it the beliefs you hold about money? I'll tell you, the real battle for your financial future is won or lost right between your ears.
You know, one of the biggest mindset mistakes we see is just imitation. Your friend at work is raving about some hot new stock, so you jump in. Your cousin gets a bigger car, and suddenly you feel like you need one too. It's classic herd mentality. But what's the alternative? It's making choices that are based on your goals, your life, and doing your own homework.
All right, so once you've got your head in the right place, you need a plan, a blueprint. And if you don't have one, you fall straight into trap number 2, the blueprint trap. It's like trying to build a house without any plans. People just wander around financially and then wonder why they're so lost. A really big mistake we see here is what I call opacity. Basically, you're flying blind. You have no idea where your money is actually going every month. You're not tracking your net worth. It's like, imagine trying to sail a ship in the middle of a storm with no compass. You're moving, but you have no clue if you're going forward, backward, or just in circles.
And speaking of going backward, let's talk about the silent killer of wealth, inflation. Think about it. 10 lakh rupees back in the year 2000, that was a huge amount of money. Today, its buying power has been completely shredded. And this is so important. If your money isn't growing faster than inflation, you're not standing still. You are literally getting poorer every single day. Okay, that brings us right to our 3rd trap, which I call the shield trap. Look, you can have the most brilliant financial plan, the best investments, but if you don't have a shield to protect it, one bad day, one emergency can wipe it all out. This isn't about getting rich. This is about making sure you don't get sent back to square one.
Let me tell you about Ravi. Ravi thought he was covered. He had health insurance from his company, right? But then his father had a medical emergency. The hospital bill came to 9 lakh rupees. The company policy? It only covered 3. So where did the other 6 lakh come from? He had to break his kids' education fund. In one moment, his family's future was completely derailed. That is the heartbreaking cost of being underinsured.
This is exactly why you have to read the fine print and understand what your insurance doesn't cover. For example, most policies won't cover illnesses for the first 30 days. Many common surgeries, you might have to wait 2 years. And please, listen to this. You must disclose every single pre-existing condition. If you hide something, even if it seems small, they can use it to deny your claim entirely. And they'll do it right when you're at your most vulnerable.
So what happens if your claim gets rejected even when you've done everything right? Okay, first, don't panic. There are steps you can take. Your first move is to file a complaint with the insurance company's own grievance cell. If they don't solve it, you escalate. You take your case to the insurance ombudsman. This is a free service, and they will look at your case without bias.
Okay, let's move on to trap number 4, the leaks trap. Think of your finances like a bucket of water. This trap is all about the little holes and cracks that you don't even notice, where your money is just slowly but surely draining away. We're talking about things like lifestyle inflation and the dreaded EMI trap. Remember Ankit from the beginning of our talk? Every time he got a raise, his spending went up too. A nicer car, a newer phone, all on EMI. He got trapped. Now his colleague, Pooja, did something different. When she got a raise, she invested it. Fast forward 10 years, Ankit is still stuck in the EMI cycle. Pooja, she owns her own flat, paid for with her savings. Same starting point, two completely different worlds.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? An EMI should be used to build your dreams, not to create nightmares. It's about actually living a rich life, one with freedom and choices, not just looking rich to impress the neighbors.
So, you've got your mindset right, you've got a plan, you've got your shield up. Now it's time to make your money work for you. But this means stepping into trap number 5, the arena trap. Because when you start investing, you're entering a whole new arena, and it is filled with its own unique and costly mistakes.
One of the biggest mistakes people make in the arena is confusing investing with gambling. Look, buying a stock because you saw a tip on social media, that's not investing, that's speculation. It's pulling a lever on a slot machine. You might win once, but luck is not a repeatable strategy. Real investing, that comes from knowledge. It means you've actually researched the company, you understand its business model, and you believe in its future. It's about foresight, not just a shot in the dark. And there are a few other classic blunders. First, there's haste, just rushing into an investment you don't really get. Then there's illiquidity. This is when you're asset rich but cash poor. All your money is tied up in something like real estate, and you can't get to it when you need it. And finally, misallocation, basically having the wrong mix of investments for your age and your goals.
And that brings us to our final trap. Trap number 6, the blind spot trap. This is all about the dangers that are hiding in plain sight, the modern threats that people just don't see coming until it's way too late. We're talking about everything from high-tech scams to secrets kept within the family.
Let me be very clear. Cyber fraud isn't some abstract threat. It is real and it is devastating. We heard about a software engineer, a smart, tech-savvy person, who got a panicked call about her brother being in an accident. In a moment of fear, she lost 50,000 rupees. And get this, a retired banker, someone who worked in finance their whole life, lost their entire life savings, 7 crore rupees, to a sophisticated investment scam. These scammers are pros. They target your emotions, fear, greed, to make you act before you can think.
So what can you do? How do you protect yourself? You need a digital shield, and here are the tools. First, if you suspect you've been scammed, your very first call should be to the helpline, 1930. Do it immediately. Next, go to cybercrime.gov.in and file a complaint. And for prevention, you can use an app like mKavach to scan your phone for anything suspicious. The goal here is to be prepared, not scared.
And the last blind spot we'll talk about might be the most important one of all. It's the mistake of isolation. I want you to honestly ask yourself this question. If something happened to you today, right now, would your family know where to even begin? Would they know about your investments, your insurance, your passwords, your debts? Keeping your family in the dark can turn a personal crisis into a complete financial disaster for them.
Look, just becoming aware of these traps is a huge first step. You can't avoid a pitfall you don't even know is there. So now I want to turn it over to you. Out of these 6 traps we talked about, mindset, blueprint, shield, leaks, arena, and blind spots, which one do you think is the biggest challenge for families in India today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if this helped you, please do me a favor. Subscribe, like, and share it with someone you care about. Let's help more people live rich and leave rich.